The point that I just want to make here, again with the theory of change as well. Your theory of change is going to determine which kind of implementation model you're also going to have. So I didn't assume for 1 minute that a theory of change is built on an NGO. Because you may decide for your theory of change, that's a flagship. You're going to design, you're going to implement, and you're going to manage. So, your theory of change is going to determine whether you're going to implement internally, whether you're going to have a company foundation structure, whether you're going to have third-party implementation, multi-stakeholder partnerships, or hybrid models. And I do this just after budget because it depends on how you want to leverage that. If you've only got 1.7 million, chances are you can affect very little change with that. So we're going to look for co-funders, probably, but that's going to determine. So we don't sit up and just say we outsource to NGOs. That is our strategy. It depends on the theory of change. So the reason why I do all of these kind of things now is I want to tell you it depends on what you want to achieve. But our current structure has made so many assumptions is built into our existing implementation models. We outsource. No. And if you outsource, does it mean program design, program management, program implementation, program evaluation? Is it all aspects? Because that's going to also influence your budget. So your guidelines for implementation has also got to be defined. What also going to be defined is the kind of support we'll give. I've already made the point earlier, it's money plus. Like Tiger shared with me what they've decided this year, because they're changing their whole fund grant-making process. This year, they may reduce program expenses to invest in capacity building of the organizations they fund because they want to develop specific M&E processes. So this year's a capacity building, so it's not just program expenses. So the point that I want to make with that is, consider, before you fund, do I first have to build an organization? If I want sustainability, do I have to help them with sustainability efforts? If I want them to evaluate, must I educate them in evaluation practices? So it's that responsibility for the outcomes. Before you consider funding, and I want to make a point here today, NGOs will tell you, when you ask them, which development discipline do you specialize in? They will not be able to give you an answer because it depends on what the donor wants. We will do all of that. I can take you to the largest NGOs in this country. They will put up a Facebook site that says, we focus on early childhood development. When you look at the organization, you look at the different programs being funded, they do from early childhood development to primary school, to secondary, to job creation. Because it depends what you want me to do. So the point that I want to make with this point is, please be very clear, and your theory of change must give you those guidelines of, no, you're not a fit. And you're not a fit because you don't specialize in where I need the change. It's not because you don't have an MPO certificate. But now we're starting to look at program practices.